Hi, welcome to SAP Product Costing tutorial from Home Tech Solutions. So in the previous tutorial, we have created the finished goods, we created raw material, we created bill of material, we created work center, and then we created routing. We also understand the functionality of bill of material and routing. So in this tutorial, we are going to start with the business user transactions. So the first transaction code is create standard cost estimate of the finished goods. So we are going to run the standard cost estimate for the finished good IST5 FGX, which we created in the previous tutorial. Transaction code for that is CK11N. So I will log into SAP, go to transaction code CK11N. Now enter your material IST5 FGX finished goods, plant IST5. All this we have configured in our previous tutorials. Costing variant IST5, transfer control I5, dates, press enter. They get populated based on the date control configured as part of costing variant. Quantity structure, press enter. This is populated based on BOM and routing that we have created. So here now we have the standard cost estimate for this finished good IST5 FGX. Green tab shows that it has been calculated correctly. So the cost of goods manufactured for this standard cost of goods manufactured for the finished good IST5 FGX is 1918, which is coming 1918 US dollar. Below you can see the itemization of this material in plant IST5, that is detailed breakup. So if you see, you have the raw material cost, which is 600 for IST5 RMX, which is 2 units, that is 2 kg, and for RMY, that is 3 kg. So both these are coming from the bill of material. Then we have this work center 1, WC1. So here you have the first cost, that is a setup cost, setup activity, which is just 1 hour. For that, the cost is 30 US dollar. The next activity is 2 hours, which is this is 330102 is the machine cost, machine activity. So yeah, this is machine activity, as you can see, that is just 2 hours. So for that, the cost is coming 160 for 2 hours. And the third activity is the labor activity. You can see the description here. And that is 3 units, 3 hours in this work center, and the total cost for that is coming 150. Similarly, cost calculation is there for the work center WC2. This is coming from the routing that we have created. So in the routing, we have created for a for WC2, that is work center 2, just 0 hour for the first activity, which is setup activity, 1 hour for the next activity, which is machine activity, and 2 hour for the labor activity. And this is the material overhead cost and activity overhead cost. This is coming from the costing sheet, which was configured as part of costing variant configuration. Now let's reconcile the value 1918, which the SAP is showing it. So I prepared an Excel. This Excel, let's see. Your BOM CSG, the transaction code to create BOM is CS01. We have raw material X, which is 2 kg, raw material Y, which is 3 kg. Then we have the operations, that is work center 1, IST5, WC1, and this is IST5, WC2, IST5, WC1. So in here we have setup activity 1 hour, machine activity 2 hours, labor activity 3 hours. And here we have activity 1 and 2. Raw material price is for RMX, it is 2 kg, it's 300 is the average price. And for RMY, it is 3 kg, which is coming from the BOM. The price is 200. So let's verify first the raw material cost. So the quantity is 2 kg for RMX and 3 kg for the Y. This comes from the BOM, which is created in CS01. You can go to CS03, display the BOM, material IST5 FGX, plant is IST5 press enter, and you see for raw material X we have 2 kg, and for raw material Y it is 3 kg. So this is verified. Next, go to the material master, because now enter the raw material IST5 RMX. And you can see the moving average price. For raw material, we take the moving average price. This price is $300 US. Similarly, the price for RMY is $200 US. So this value is 1200. This matches with the 1200 raw material price, which is shown here. 600 and 600, this is 1200. Next, let's look at the price in IST5 WC1 Work Center 1. So you have the operations 1, 2, 3. This is coming from the routing. Okay. So to verify the hours, we can go and view the routing that we have created earlier. So transaction code for that is CA03. You can enter CA03. We want to see the routing for our finished good IST5 FGX, plant IST5, enter. And you can see there are 2 work centers in this routing, IST5 WC1, WC2. Activities performed in the first work center is 1 hour of setup, 2 hours of machine, and 3 hours of labor. In the second work center, setup is 0, machine is 1, and labor is 2. So go back to work center 1. You can see the hours are 1, 2, and 3. Correctly enter for these activities, and the rate is 30, 80, 50. So this is coming from the cost center planning that we have done. That can again be verified in the transaction code KSBT. So you can go to transaction code KSBT, enter your cost center 3301005. So this is the production division 1, which is receiving these values. So enter your cost center, and the activity type is from setup activity to the machine activity, and period is 3 currently, and execute. So you can see the planned prices. 1 stands for planned prices and 5 is for the actual prices. Currently it is planned price. So the setup activity price is 30, labor activity is 50, setup activity is 30, labor activity is 50, and machine activity is 80 USD per hour. Machine activity is 80 USD per hour. Multiply this, you get a figure of 340 here. So similarly for ISTW2, we get a figure of 180. Going back to the standard cost estimate, for IST1, you have this figure 30, 160, 150. So you can have 190 plus 150, which is 340, and this matches with the 340 for WC1. Similarly, for WC2, we have 180 total here, and that matches with the WC2 180 here. So the raw material cost matches, the standard price for the activities matches. Now coming to the overhead calculation. This is from the costing sheet, which was set up as part of standard costing variant. Material overhead, if you remember, we have taken 10% of the raw material cost. So the raw material cost here is 12, and activity overhead, we have set up 15% of the activity cost. So the activity cost you see is we have 340 and 180 as the activity cost. So that is D17, 340 plus 180, and 15% of that comes to 78. So 120 and 78, these are the overhead cost. Let's look at it. So this is the material cost overhead and activity cost overhead. 120, which is matches with what is there in the Excel, and activity cost overhead 78. Activity cost overhead 78. So the standard cost is correctly calculated as 1918 by the system, and the standard cost coming in the Excel is also 1918. So this is how system is calculating the standard cost of the finished goods based on the configuration and master data so far we have created. So the next step is to, now we have created the standard cost estimate. The next step is to mark and release standard cost estimate. So to mark and release standard cost estimate, transaction code is CK24. Let's go to CK24. Enter the posting period. Current company code is IST5. Plant IST5. Material IST5 FGX. And click execute. So it gets updated successfully. You can go back, remove test run, and execute it. So one cost estimate were updated successfully. And this is the material. Once the price is marked, it becomes a future planned price. So this gets updated in the material master. So you can see the price 1918 now appears as the future planned price. The next step is to release it. So once you release it, it becomes the current standard cost. Let's do the test run first. So the period closing has not taken. Let me do the period closing. So I've updated I've closed the previous period. Now let's release the cost, execute the transaction code. And we see the price change document has been posted and one material cost estimate have been successfully updated. So standard price now becomes the current standard price of this finished goods material. Click the material. This takes us to the material master and costing 2 tab. In the costing 2 tab, you see the standard cost calculated was appearing in the future price column. But after the release, it is now appearing as the current standard price. So with this, we complete our discussion on standard cost calculation, standard price calculation, and then we have verified the standard cost calculation by the SP. In the next tutorial, we will start with the actual costing. That is, we will